Action.
Croeso, welcome to the launch of Gwlad's manifesto for the election of 2021 for the Senedd. Gwlad is standing for independence. That's why our descriptor is the Welsh Independence Party. We believe now is not the time for a referendum. If the next Senedd has one and it's lost, as it surely will, it will set us back many years from the goal we want, and more important, Wales' needs of being independent, looking after ourselves. The most important event for Wales at the moment is what happens in Scotland. We have a Vichy government here in Wales. It's in a room at the end of a corridor in Westminster. It's just that the corridor is the M4 and is run by quislings, from the politicians who are looking for a gong to civil servants who literally answer to a boss in London who tells them what to do, what not to do, and what to mess up. We also have a Governor General who decides what takes place, Simon Hart. He is hiring staff now to dish out money direct to councils and companies, bypassing the Senedd completely. This goes hand in hand with the imposition of a Union Jack on all government buildings, and it has to be higher than a ddau goch. Did you see that in any manifesto? No, but it's coming. Our radical and positive policies are set out in 3 columns. No party has done this before, but it gives the voters a clear picture of development, and I'm sure we'll explore them later. Mae'r colwm gyntaf yn disgrifio sefyllfa bresennol a'r llu o broblemau sydd yma ar hyn o bryd. Mae colwm 2 yn disgrifio beth all y Senedd ei wneud ar hyn o bryd heb unrhyw bwerau newydd pe mae'r ewyllus gwleidyddol yno, ond dydy ddim. Yna mae colwm 3 yn cynnig cip i chi am beth allai Cymru annibynnol ei wneud a sut y byddai'n edrych ac yn teimlo. Yn olaf, mae'n polisia ni yn dod o bob cyfeiriad, gan gynnwys arfer da mewn gwledydd annibynnol eraill, ond yn gorfod ateb un cwestiwn. A yw hwn yn iawn i Gymru? Mae'r pleidiau unoliaethol yn honni mae'n well i ni aros gyda'n gilydd. Os felly, pam nad ydy pethau yn well? Ein neges ni ydy, pleidleisiwch dros Gwlad, pleidleisiwch dros eich gwlad, pleidleisiwch dros chi'ch hunain. Over to you, Carl.
I'm Karen Jones. I'm the first list candidate for Gwlad. The election's on the 6th of May, Rowan. What do you think we need to do as a party to really appeal to Welsh voters?
I would like to see education invested in. I've got 3 children in primary and comprehensive schools. I would like that they have a good range of subjects to choose from, and that their education is prioritised so that we can build the next generation of people who are capable of running Wales.
Absolutely. Well, we started this new party, Gwlad, just a few years ago, and we're looking to become a real force in Welsh politics, a new alternative to the Conservative Party, which has really let down Welsh voters and is, quite frankly, blown out the water. And the Labour Party in the last few months, which have shown their kind of true colours and have really let down Welsh people. So hopefully Gwlad will be that new alternative in Welsh politics.
Be di'r gwahaniaeth rhwngthoch chi a Phlaid Cymru?
Wel, da ni'n cychwyn o'r pwynt sylfaenol, mae peth iach yn naturiol i genedl wedi cael mwy nag un plaid wladgarol. Oherwydd, synwyr cyffredin ydy derbyn nad oes modd un blaid gynrychioli'r mudiad cenedlaethol yn ei gyfanrwydd, wedig ar mudiad yna'n tyfu ar garlam, fel da ni'n gweld, ar hyn o bryd. O ran yr gwahaniaethau elfennol rhwngthon ni a Plaid, wel, mae ddigon amlwg i bod Plaid wedi gwiro cryn dipyn i'r chwith dros y blynyddoedd diwethaf, ac yn blaid sosialaidd i bob pwrpas erbyn hyn. Ac yn blaid hefyd sy'n dueddol o ddilyn pob sgwarnog ffasiynol sy'n codi ben yn y byd, ac yn amlach na feidio, dydy'r sgwarnogod yma ddim yn faterion sydd o bwys nag o ddiddordeb i drwch yr etholwyr yn gyffredinol. Felly mae eisiau gwrthbwynt pragmataidd i hynna i gyd, ac dyna di rôl Gwlad ydy cynnig yr gwrthbwynt yna. Dyda ni ddim yn credu mae gladwriaeth sosialaidd ydy'r ateb i Gymru ac yn wir y bydda hynny yn groes i'n hanian ni fel cenedl a dweud y gwir. Mi rydyn ni rydw y pwyslais ar yr unigolyn sofran yn gwneud dewisiadau dros ei fywyd ei hun, ond yr unigolyn yna hefyd yn cydweithio, chydweithredu yr unigolion ar sawl lefel yn y cyfieithas ni a thrwy'n gwlad ni hefyd. Da ni'n blaid, fel yn dweud, blaid bragmataidd sydd yn rhoi y pwyslais ar ydy'r syniad yma yn un da, ydy o'n un ymarferol, ydy o'n diweithio yn ytrach na dilyn unrhyw ideoleg arbennig.
Gwlad. It means country or land. Wales is our country and we love it. It breaks our hearts the way it is today. The widespread poverty and the low wages, young people driven out of their communities because they can't find jobs or homes.
Labour has been running Wales for over 20 years. Its stale policies and entrenched interests are like a dead weight. Everything we see around us comes from their long and disastrous stranglehold on Welsh life and heritage. So we've started a new party, Gwlad, the Welsh Independence Party, to offer Wales a real alternative to the same old ways that have got us into this situation. It's time to open up.
Gwlad is about opening Wales up, opening Wales for business, and opening Wales to the world. We want us to be a nation that can pay its way and hold its head high. We believe in freedom. Freedom for Wales, but freedom for individuals too. Freedom to live, work, create, inspire, develop, share and think and speak as they see fit. Opening Wales up means it's time our country worked better for our people.
Opening up a more entrepreneurial Wales with a plan for a universal basic income will support more startups, more initiatives, more risk-taking, a flourishing Welsh economy in which all citizens, whatever their background, can prosper with enterprise and hard work being properly rewarded and taxed fairly.
Opening up the housing market. Far too many Welsh people are locked out, not able to buy a home in their own community. We need a housing market that works for Wales and gives priority to the people who live here all year round. Opening up our democracy. We need new faces, new ideas and new thinking.
Let's open up Wales, set her people free. Vote Gwlad on May the 6th. Afraid of letting in a party you don't want in your constituency? Why not give us your second vote? Give fresher thinking an opportunity. Look for Gwlad, the Welsh Independence Party, on your ballot paper, and let's make a start to break the mould and change Wales for the better.
Chi'n ysu fel fi cael byw mewn gwlad go iawn. Gwlad sy'n gallu delio'n effeithiol gyda holl bobremau a chael hyd i atebion newydd call. Ac mewn ffordd nad ydy'r siop siarad fach gyffyrddus hon a'r pleidiau presennol yn gallu ei wneud. Y diffygion yma sydd wedi arwain at greu ein parti Gwlad. Plaid newydd egniol sy'n sefyll yn etholiad i'r Senedd am y tro cyntaf.
Nid gwleidyddion proffesiynol yda ni sy'n byw ac yn bod yn swigen y bai. Yn hytrach, criw o bobl ymroddgar yda ni, gyda'r hi o brofiadau busnes a degawdau o sgiliau bywyd yn ein plith ni. Ni yn cael hyd ar waith mwyn codi'r mewn wlad yn ei hop.
Be ydym ni eisiau gallu? Hoffen ni weld Cymru lywyrchus, Cymru ffyniannus, Cymru sydd yn gyffyrddus yn ei chroen ei hun. Fedr hi ddim fod yn wlad felly tra mae'r Cymru yn methu prynu cartrefi yn ei gymunedau ei hunain, gyda'r holl ailgartrefi yma hefyd yn rhoi halen ar y brew. Rhaid i hyn newid, nawr. Ni am godi treth cyngor o 500% ar ailgartrefi, a mynnu dim mwy na 5% o ailgartrefi ym mhob un gymuned. Mae mor anheg bod ein pobl yn cael eu halltudio o'i gymunedau eu hunain a dim plaid arall byth yn gwneud unrhyw beth am hyn.
Rhaid cael trefen deg ar y farchnad dau felly, ond mae Gwlad hefyd am greu cenedl entrepreneuraidd newydd, gyda incwm y dinesydd yn gefen i'r mentro ar dyfeisgarwch hwn. Dyna ydyn ni, plaid o atebion newydd, criw o bobl bragmataidd fydd yn arloesi a chydweithio lles Cymru. I ni, mae syniad da yn syniad da waith o ba gyfeiriad y daw, ac os ydy'r syniad o fydd i Gymru a'i phobl, wel amdani.
Cofiwch hefyd bod ganddoch chi 2 bleidlais yn yr etholiad hon. Falle bod chi'n dal am roi'r bleidlais gyntaf yna i'ch plaid arferol. Iawn, ond rhowch gynnig arno ni gyda'r ail bleidlais yna.
Wynebau newydd, syniadau newydd, helpwch ni i greu gwlad go iawn. I chi, diolch.
Thank you, Carl. And now we are going to have a couple of questions. And I believe you have one in Welsh one and one English one, Aled. Unmute, Aled.
Iawn. Y cwestiwn cyntaf, Gwyn, cwestiwn Cymraeg. Dim ond pobl gefnog sy'n elwa o geidwadaeth. Da chi'n cytuno neu anghytuno?
Mae hwnna'n gwestiwn diddorol achos mae angen diffinio ceidwadaeth. Ac mae'r blaid geidwadol wrth gwrs, ac mae yna elfen o wir yn y cwestiwn chi wedi gofyn, Aled. Ond ar y llaw arall, ni'n teimlo wahanol o beth i'r peth ydy, mae Cymru, yn enwedig Cymru wledig, ond yn draddodiadol yn geidwadol efo gyfach. A mae hynna'n meddwl bod nhw yn delio efo arian mewn ffordd geidwadol. Mae nhw yn gyffredinol ddim wedi bod yn mentro gormod, ond ar yr un pryd mae hynna wedi newid. Mae yna gymaint o cwmnïau bach, bobl sydd yn hunan gyflogedig, ffermydd, maen nhw i gyd yn fudiadau, maen nhw i gyd yn gwmnïau bach, ac ar gefn hynny, mae yna gwmnïau sydd yn ennill o'r amaethyddiaeth, ydyn ni. Mae yna siopau, mae yna dyfarndau, a maen nhw i gyd dan y lach ar y funud, ond dyn ni'n gobeithio ddawn nhw trwad a fydd yr ochr geidwadol yma wedi bod yn help iddyn nhw o sut maen nhw wedi rhedeg i busnes yn y gorffennol ac wedi ymdopi a dod allan y pen arall o'r cwmwl di yma ac fyddan nhw'n gallu cario ymlaen. Mae llewyrch y gwlad yn ddibynnol i ni ar busnesau bach. Mae'r gair entrepreneur wedi cael ei ddefnyddio llawer ac ni yn cefnogi hynna'n fawr iawn. Ni'n edrych am cwmnïau sydd wedi cychwyn yn lleol yng Nghymru. Does dim rhaid trwy'r amser llucho arian at y cwmnïau mawr yma sydd yn dod o tu allan, ac maen nhw'n cymeryd y grantiau a wedyn rhedeg ffwrdd. Mae lawer gwell a mi ddyle fod na rhywbeth yn y Llywodraeth, rhywbeth tebyg i'r WDA neu DBRW fel oedd, yn edrych allan am Rachel's Dairy y dyfodol neu Laura Ashley fel oedd hi, ac yn cwmnïau sydd yn ffynnu yn lleol ac yn aros yma. Hwna ydy'r peth mawr ac yn rhoi gwaith ac arian yn pocedi bobl lleol sydd wedyn yn cael ei wario yn lleol.
Okay, the second question that's come to hand, Gwyn, is this one. Aren't Gwlad going to divide and split the nationalist votes in this election?
Well, I haven't heard this one before, Aled. It's a new question. Everybody's been asking this question. And I think the answer is very simple. Most of the people who are in Gwlad at one stage or another certainly the founder members, have been members of Plaid Cymru, but they walked away from Plaid Cymru, or to be more precise, Plaid Cymru's walked away from them. They certainly walked away from me. It wasn't the Plaid that I used to be involved in, or a secretary in London, etc. And the situation is that historically, after 90 plus years of Plaid Cymru, 90+% of the electorate do not vote for them. So there's got to be something wrong there. And we believe that what is wrong there is that Plaid has now gone so far to the left. They're even to the left of the Communist Party. They're certainly to the left of Lenin and many things. We are not comfortable with it. It is not the inclusive party that we would like to see in Wales. It has got no chance of being something similar to the SNP in Scotland, which is very inclusive. So therefore, our idea was all those people who are not able to, not willing to, don't want to vote for Plaid Cymru, but are for independence, is that they have an alternative. When I was no longer a member of Plaid, where would I go? My only option was to go to a unionist party. I didn't want that. So therefore, I had to vote for Plaid Cymru or not vote at all. And I've always voted. So I voted for Plaid Cymru, but I found it increasingly difficult to do so. So our opinion is, and our target is, the 90% of the Welsh population who are not voting for Plaid Cymru. That's a massive target. We know also, finally, is that 51% in the last poll of the members of Labour are for independence. Now, history in the valleys in particular, between Plaid and Labour, is bordering on violence. It's been terrible. And also we know many Lib Dems cannot vote for Plaid Cymru in Ceredigion, for instance. That has been a very difficult period since Geraint Hywel's stood down, or lost rather. And therefore, we're offering them the alternative now and saying, if you're for independence, if you want that objective, if you have that vision, please come to us. We understand that you want to vote for your normal, usual party. We get that. I don't agree with it, but we get it. And the main thing is, give us your second vote. That is off the list. And we will collect all those votes and we can get representation for you for independence. That'll improve the situation in the Senedd. So this easy answer, sorry, Aled, is no, we're not splitting it. We're dragging them in.
Over to you, Cal.
I think now we come to the point where I would like to give a few minutes to close the event. And I would like to say the old left-right party lines are now history. We in Gwlad are fortunate that we do not have a history and a dogma that hinders us. We are different. We are told a breath of fresh air. We are not career politicians. Many of us run our own companies or are self-employed. Practical people who have to deal with the real world. Balance books just like you do, and we would spend money as if it was our own, carefully, even in this campaign. We understand that there are traditions of voting for a particular party. We have to respect that. But you have seen the red areas become blue for the first time, which was a good thing, because the politicians have taken you for granted for far too long. Dwi'n gofyn I chi am eich pleidlais. Edrychwch ar ein manifesto ar gwlad.org. Mae wedi ei osod allan yn glir. dim geiriau mawr, dim geiriau llywodraeth plaen, syth, gonest, a dyna'r adborth ni'n gael. Os chi'n dal ddim yn medru pleidleisio i gwlad, fasech chi'n cysidro rhoi pleidlais ar y rhestr, ail siawns i ni. Mae mwyafrif pleidleisiau llafur 51% fel dwedes i'n gynt dros annibyniaeth, ac mae llawer o'r democratiau rhyddfrydol yn sôn am ddod i gwlad. Syniadau newydd, dim dogma, na hanes i'r rhaid sticio ato fo. Mae hyn yn y gorffennol. Ni'n edrych ymlaen, ac mae'r dyfodol yn edrych yn heulog i Gymru, ond nid o dan y glas yn Llundain, na'r coch yng Nghaerdydd. Diolch. Thank you.